I haven't made a commentary video like this in a long time, and I almost don't know how to do it at this point. And it's also about a topic that I've just recently discovered, and I haven't scripted anything out yet, so it's going to be extra hard for me to talk about it. But I've been doing a little research, and I want to see where this rabbit hole goes. So this is going to be like a multi-day recording session, if you may. So if you're anything like me, that means you're chronically online. And if you're chronically online, that means you've seen the same stuff that I have on YouTube. Samurai Jack recap done in 28 minutes. Conan Kizazura recap done in, I don't know, like 40 minutes. Kit Patowski recap done in like 10 minutes. There's a lot of channels doing the same content and almost edited in the same way, giving like a similar style to one another. And they're so similar, in fact, that I question to myself, is this AI? Is this automation? Because there's no way so many people have started on YouTube and do the same style of content, like just verbatim. And this has also started a new trend for thumbnails. Normally when you see a video like this, you'll know what I'm talking about because it'll have start and a picture of them as a baby and end with a picture of them as an adult or dead or something. And it's just like, why? I want to know why. Why does somebody want to do automation, especially on cartoon reviewing? What exactly is YouTube automation, and is it this successful all the time? And I don't know, should this be allowed on YouTube in general? I am so ready to go down this rabbit hole with you guys. So if you're ready to go down this weird rabbit hole with me, get yourself a bucket of popcorn, hit the subscribe button, and like it later if you like what this video turns out to be. I have no idea what it's going to be, so let's go on this journey together. So this weird fascination for these types of videos first popped into my mind when this Samurai Jack in 21 minutes first appeared in my feed. Now I didn't think nothing of it, I just thought, okay, cool, it's a Samurai Jack video, I can maybe look at it later. So then I go to search for it, and when you search for it, you get two videos by two totally different people with the same thumbnail style, both talking about Samurai Jack in a similar fashion to them. And now we come to today because I'm in this Adventure Time phase since Fiona and Cake is airing at the moment, and then I go and search for Adventure Time timeline, and two other videos pop up, both by completely different people, one from JarToon and one from BriefToon. Again, both similar thumbnails and similar editing styles within them. Now at this point I couldn't flat out say that this is AI, maybe people just have some similarities to one another, but this is already 4 different channels with similar topics, similar thumbnail styles about them, similar editing styles. They're just all voiced by different people. So then I go deeper into the rabbit hole and I start to search for these channels on Google. But when I searched for JarToon, nothing really specifically popped up that interests me. So then I go to BriefToon, and BriefToon has an email address down here, but that didn't really show anything of importance either. But what did pop up something was when I searched for the @ Now you might think to yourself, what could pop up when you search for an @ like that? An Upwork page looking for a YouTube voiceover artist. The budget for the role would be $25 per voiceover. Oh, would you look at that? It's the link to BriefToon's YouTube channel. So then I started thinking that this may not be completely AI, because my original thinking was that it was all AI, and I moved over to maybe their automation. But how many channels are actually benefiting from this automation for me to want to talk about it? So trying to figure out how many channels actually do this, oh my god, there are so many. There is Toon's Recap, who, when you look at it, does exactly what I'm talking about. I've already put up a thing for Toon Universe, who also does exactly what I'm talking about. There's Cartoon Mania, here's Cartoon Recap with 1 subscriber, here's Recap Cartoon with 4K, here's Tops with 400, here's Toon in Minutes, here's Brief Animation, here's Toon Talks / Recaps, which is slightly different, here's Toon Talk, here's Cartoonverse, and I'm sure now you're starting to see the problem with these. So then I started to think to myself, what more could I even talk about when it comes to these videos? So I decided, why don't I click on one to see what else is there for me to point out today? And the one I decided to click on was Samurai Jack in 21 minutes. When clicking on Samurai Jack in 21 minutes, there's nothing necessarily out of the ordinary when it comes to the tags and the video itself, but something's up with this description, so I've already got it open for us. Similar channels: JarToons, BriefToons, Cartoon Media, Cartoonverse, I Do Recaps, and Digest Tunes. Out of all of these, I Do Recaps and Digest Tunes are stuff that I haven't heard of yet. What kind of channels do they have? Oh, would you look at that? He has one video and 700 subscribers. This Samurai Jack video was posted June 17th of 2023, and the Dexter video on I Do Recaps was posted July 9th of 2023, and this is the only video on this channel. So how does he know this is a similar channel to that channel, unless they have to have something to do with each other, right? That's the only thing that I could possibly think of. Another channel that was linked was Digest Tunes, and when you go over to their channel, would you look at that, they do the same thing. Fun fact, when you click on the Steven Universe video and scroll down and click on, what is this? At Cartoon Recap 10 said, "I love your videos too," and they said thanks. I wonder what type of videos do Cartoon Recap 10 make? Oh my god, the same type of videos. We also got a little recap from Ollie. I'm assuming this is an Ollie. It starts with an O. I decided to check out Ollie. It's not an actual YouTube channel. I decided to check them out, and don't know what that is, don't know what those letters mean. I'm not gonna try to figure it out. But then I look at his subscribers, and his subscribers don't really look that suspicious. They're actual people, except for one thing: Toon Recap Media. When I click on Toon Recap Media, more of the same type of videos. My god, how deep does this rabbit hole actually go? There's no way all of these are automated comments that either do content or subscribe to others that do automated content. There's just no way. I'm not gonna click on every single one of these, but I'll at least click on the top few. We see the lovely Toon Recaps. We know our Toon Recaps very well. We've seen some of his stuff. We have this person right here. Hi Digest Tunes. Thanks for making such good content. We would like to help you with production, script, video editing, voiceover, etc. so you can reach more cartoon fans out and scale your channel. If interested, do leave your email and other contact. Thanks. What do they work for? What was that? What is that about? I'm so curious what that's about. What? And over here we got Toon Recaps with a Z, who's made an Amphibia video. And we've seen a lot of Toon Recaps throughout this thing currently, I think. I'm not sure if this is the same channel or not, but one can only think so. And scrolling down, one of the pinned things they have on there is from somebody called Cinema Teller Animated 2500. So you click onto their channel, and you see it's one of those channels. And you go to their subscription feed, and not only is there a Toon Recaps, there's also a Conversatoon who does Spanish content. And before I forget, this is even starting to get weirder on the internet, because then I decided to check Twitter. None of these channels really popped up on Twitter, but somebody did make a post on my feed that I thought was very suspicious. Mr. Johnny Tuchelos. There's a whole channel driven by AI that's replicating his content and only has voice by a different person. He has made his own video about the topic, so I suggest going and watching that video after finishing this one. This automation thing is really real, and I'm not sure what to think about this. We had to talk about automation at this point, because this is starting to get really scary. The pros and cons of YouTube automation by It Scooter. In this section, I'm going to be going back and forth between this recording and the camera recording I've done a while ago. Because there are some things I missed out during the camera recording, I'm going to splice back into my voiceover so I can properly explain some of the things that I was talking about. So I've been trying to do some research when it comes to YouTube automation, and I'm going to try to explain this in a better way than I did earlier. And by research, by the way, I do just mean I watched a couple of YouTube videos. Shout out London Nugs. shout out vidIQ, they made a couple of videos on there, and shout out David Omari. Now, some occurring things that I see when it comes to YouTube automation is the main goal of it is to be monetized, to have a monetizable channel no matter what type of niche it is. Since that is the case, most of the time it will be with a popular niche where cost per view might be a bit higher than the average video, such as finance, but you can pick any niche you want obviously, since this video isn't about finance channels. With YouTube automation, you're looking at it more as a job than something to be passionate about. That's at the point where it starts losing me, because that shouldn't be the main point you're making a channel, but at this time of year, in the year of 2023, I think content creation now starts to be looked upon more as a normal job to have. Anybody can do it, and that's the fun side about it. Anybody can do it, and YouTube automation makes it so that even more people can do it. The introverts in the world, even though a lot of YouTubers are introverts, this makes it so even more like socially awkward. People who maybe aren't as confident to be on camera to be able to do this. You just need some disposable income and one working limb to use the PC, obviously. AI is a lot more accessible, examples being Cohesive AI, which is used to do scripts, voiceovers, titles, descriptions, etc. And I think Wondershare also has an AI they are developing that also does voiceovers and helps you with titles and descriptions. But at the same time, this could also mean any bad person or immoral business can also just pump out content that they just do not care about. And I think it starts losing me when passion is not involved. Not saying this is the case for a lot of automation people. Some people make sure that passion is a part of it. They make sure that they go into a niche that they have some knowledge or passion into, but a lot of people don't. And this is gonna start to sound more like a hate piece on AI maybe, but I don't hate AI. The main process is to delegate tasks. This isn't uncommon for YouTubers to do actually. A lot of YouTubers have a team of editors and thumbnail designers that help them stay consistent with their content. But you do it more when running an automation channel. You're trying to be as little involved as possible, to the point where it's only yours by name and that's it. Hire a scriptwriter, hire an editor, hire a thumbnail designer, hire somebody to do the SEO, and boom, there you go. You have a whole team dedicated to one channel, and you can do this with multiple channels if that becomes popular. You could start small. You could start by editing it yourself, doing the thumbnails yourself, and just hiring a couple of script writers or using AI to write a script for you. But eventually, you should have an editor, thumbnail maker, script writer or AI, voiceover artist or AI, and a channel manager to basically run their channel for you. And I guess this is kind of where it gets introspective, because in my opinion, AI cannot do the things that humans can do, which is also one of the main reasons there's a writers and actors strike going on as we speak, because they're also having a battle in that industry with AI tools. I think there's a way to use AI where it makes things more efficient for somebody, but not necessarily take them out of the workplace and make them unnecessary. But that isn't what a lot of companies and even people see AI as. A lot of people want to see it take away somebody's job. A lot of people in the entertainment industry thinks, hey, these AIs, they can create a script really easily, they won't complain, they won't ask for a raise, and they do this all basically for free. But then they forget about the aspect that AI currently in the year 2023 is mostly just a lot of work that has already been done, shoved into it, and it's regurgitating it in a different way, which can be, you know, very appealing to an entertainment industry, but it shouldn't be appealing to the viewer's attention. It shouldn't. After learning about them, I do not think automation channels are bad, but I do think it makes it slightly demoralizing for, you know, somebody who wants their channel to be more passionate and more just emotional driven to look at YouTube as something they want to do, because the channels that grow faster are the channels that take the emotion and feelings out of their content. It can appeal to more people that way. It can make you feel like that can be you, that maybe is you. You can be in his shoes. And I guess that's the main point of this video, seeing a lot of these weirder channels pop up out of nowhere, all having the same content, having the same thumbnails, having, I don't know, similar idea of a show recut from start to finish. It just kind of demotivates me from experimenting with different content or trying out new things, which I think is something big that I wanted to do this year, which is why I haven't been uploading as much as maybe some previous years. videos. I want this channel to be big, I do want this channel to succeed, but I don't want to do that at the detriment of this pride that I have for this channel, the emotions that I want to grow this channel with. Some of my best videos done on this channel are videos where I'm being super emotional, videos where I'm being super introspective about something, and when millions of views goes to a channel where I don't even know if the voice is AI or if it's just somebody reading off of a script, I really can't tell. They all sound the same to me. It just makes me sad, and I guess that's the point, is I don't want to be sad looking at this stuff. I don't. But it makes me that way, and plus, since I've seen a lot of them and clicked on a lot of them, they're gonna appear on my home feed for a little bit. But at the same time as I say that, I do not want the message of this video to be, hey, be sad because this is happening. This is gonna happen. There's no reason YouTube shouldn't allow this, and I'm not gonna advocate that they shouldn't do it. I just think people are using it for the wrong reason or doing it in the wrong ways. In a weird way, I can say that this does put YouTube back in the hands of the creators, because this does let you take advantage of YouTube and do what you want with it. You can just make a channel completely using AI, never using your real voice, never showing your face, and still doing the topics you want to do, still writing about the stuff you want to talk about, still making the videos that you want to create, and nobody will ever know it's you. And that may be beneficial to you. Maybe you're afraid that your friends will find out about this. Maybe you're afraid that your parents, teachers, etc. Maybe you're afraid your job will see this, and this can be a good thing for that instance. But something would just always feel weird to me that a lot of these channels are probably produced by the same person, but we'll never know. A lot of these channels may be produced by different people. That's the main topic of this video, that it's weird, and I want to point out the fact that it's weird. Thank you.